WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Archit Tashadri. Thanks so much for joining us.
And I'm Denise Jefferson. Thank you for joining us on this Christmas Eve.
Coverage you can count on starts right now with the Omicron variant developments. The CDC says the variant is spreading faster than any of the other previous variants, including Delta. Doctors say the Delta variant is still the dominant strain, but Omicron may soon take over in the coming weeks. They say it is a good idea to get tested before any holiday gatherings and get a rapid test. The best prevention to reduce exposure: get vaccinated, get your booster shot, and limit those crowds indoors and possibly wear a mask.
Ventilation is important. Masking indoors is really important. Practicing social distancing is really important. And testing might be helpful for certain settings, so it's important to consider that as well as part of the tools that we have to help us celebrate safely.
Doctors say if you have any symptoms or have had a potential exposure, get tested immediately, regardless of your vaccination status.
As concerns about Omicron grow, Delta and United have announced cancellations of over 500 flights due to the virus. Airlines say they're facing short staffing because of it. United Airlines and Delta both said in statements that they exhausted all options to reroute crews and flights, but no changes were big enough to fix the problem. Representatives from Greenville's airport say the cancellations come on what has been one of the busiest weeks for travel in the pandemic era.
Fortunately, we haven't been largely affected by the travel cancellations, but we really encourage passengers to stay in touch with their airlines. Most airlines have an app that you can download for your smartphone. They have all of their help numbers on their website, so that's going to be their best bet for staying up to date with the latest information.
Both airlines say they're working as hard as possible to rebook customers on the next available flights. They say they will reach out to travelers who have been impacted.
All right, now let's bring in Chief Meteorologist Tim Miller to find out about our holiday forecast. Some travel issues, but what about in the weather world? Any issues there, Tim?
No travel issues with this guy. We're talking about Rudolph. It's our Santa tracker, y'all. And at 6 o'clock, I told you we're going to be tracking Santa. Live Viper 6 can do many things, including tracking Santa. And as of 6:02 tonight, he is located in Berlin, Germany. The flashing light you see is right over smack dab over Berlin. That's Rudolph's nose. And he's making his way towards us. We'll be tracking Rudolph throughout the nighttime. Even do some Facebook Lives coming up a little bit. We'll show you where Rudolph is headed. 68 degrees are high, but goodness gracious, 28. The overnight low this morning. We're done with that. We won't see the 20s for a long time to come, as it's going to be mighty, mighty warm. Jiffy Lube Skyview Cam right outside Television Park, Riceboro Road, and of course the Bobby Jones looking fine outside tonight. Just be a little extra careful if you're out traveling. 53 at Bush Field, 50 in Aiken. Notice the moon. That means skies are clear. Winds, though, are from the south-southwest. That's going to be the key. Not only that's going to warm us up, but tomorrow those winds are going to pick up for Christmas, no doubt about it. Satellite view just shows a few little high clouds rolling on in. The two-state view shows clear skies, high pressure off towards our east, and that will give us some warmer conditions. On Christmas Eve, 45 for tomorrow morning. Of course, Mom and Dad, you'll be up all night long anyway. Not nearly as chilly, obviously, far cry from those 20s. The real story is going to be the warmth, y'all, coming up tomorrow. We're going to look at some of the history of Christmases past and find out what those temperatures have been. But 10 degrees above normal, the heat miser is here. And wait till you see the extended forecast as well. All of that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Tim, warm and toasty indeed. Well, staff and volunteers at the Master's Table Soup Kitchen served their Christmas Eve meal today. At least 200 people were able to get a hot and healthy meal. Staff leaders say even during the pandemic and with even fewer volunteers, they have been able to keep their doors open every day this year. One volunteer says giving back to the community is exactly what the holiday season is all about.
To feel like I'm giving back to my community, and I've been so blessed in my own life, and I just feel like I have a need really to give back. It makes me happy.
Master's Table will also be serving a meal tomorrow on Christmas Day.
A new development in the fight against HIV. The FDA has approved the first HIV prevention injection. News Channel 6's Mary Calkins has the story.
1 million people in the U.S. live with HIV. Nearly 37,000 people in the U.S. were diagnosed in 2019 alone. An oral prevention pill is already on the market, But now there's a new weapon in the fight against HIV, a preventative injection.
So the pill works very well. It's in the category, and so is the injection, in what we call PrEP, or pre-exposure prophylaxis. The pill works very well if you take it.
Dr. Roger MacArthur of AU Health says the issue with the pill, though it is effective, is that people often forget to take it daily. The injection, approved Monday, is administered once every 2 months.
The oral medication works really, really well if you take it. But over time, such as in this trial, adherence, daily use of the pills wore off, but the vaccine did not.
The injection is not a cure for HIV. Patients must test negative for the virus before receiving the injection each time.
It's a good start, but it's not a home run, let's put it that way. And this will most likely result in fewer HIV infections, but it's not going to eliminate new infections in the United States or elsewhere in the world.
Dr. MacArthur says it's important to practice additional ways of HIV prevention.
And not injecting drugs, for instance, participating in safer sex activities, wearing condoms, for instance.
In Augusta, Mary Calkins, WJBF News Channel 6.
The American Civil Liberties Union has announced it will be suing South Carolina over the state's redistricting map. The organization says the redrawn districts, quote, dilute the voting strength of African American voters and undermine the political power of communities of color by denying those groups equal participation in the political process, end quote. We'll have that information on News Channel 6 at 11 tonight. Well, coming up, a shortage of truck drivers in the United States.
How the industry is expanding its recruiting efforts to keep the supply chain moving. With truck With truck drivers leaving the industry and the economy expanding, it's created a shortage of drivers across the country.
Kimberly Brown tells us more about getting your trucker's license.
Recent reports showed that the trucking industry could need more than 1 million drivers over the next 10 years. That creates opportunities for people like Latasha Pearson. She just passed her commercial driving test and received her CDL license.
I passed. I got my CDL today. I've been lucky to find this school. I went to one other school, and I wasn't so lucky there, but when I came here, it was like family. They taught me everything I need to know about truck driving.
In addition to walk-ins, job seekers are referred to Commercial Driver Academy by SC Works. The owner says their enrollment has increased nearly 500% this year alone. Finding a reputable truck driving school is vital.
One of the signs that I would recommend is checking the reviews of the school, maybe companies that work with the school, give them a call and see what their experience was like with their previous students.
Industry officials say driving schools should teach the basics. Students should learn about all aspects of the truck, its engine, movable parts, and how to maneuver on the open road. After passing and receiving a commercial driver's license, the company you work for should continue that training and connect the driver with a mentor.
When I came here that first week, it was really rough. They threw you out there. They taught us. They put our hands on everything, and once it got to stick, the wheels started turning. I was good to go.
Much of the nation's $23 trillion economy depends on 18-wheelers. Some businesses who are looking for drivers even offer tuition reimbursement for those new drivers. Pay has increased over the years, along with many more benefits.
I have some of the instructors that work here that are a little old school. They started as low as 22 cents a mile. Right now, their trucking companies start at 55 cents a mile.
If it wasn't for a trucker, you couldn't get no supplies, no nothing. So they're needed, and there's a shortage of them. And you need the training, most importantly. Just make sure you get the appropriate training, you come to the appropriate school so that you can be safe.
It was a frightening night for shoppers and workers at the Oak Brook Shopping Center in Illinois. Police say 2 suspects began firing at each other. 4 people were shot in the crossfire, but no one was killed in the incident. Shoppers were locked down in the mall for over 2 hours, and some had emotional reactions.
I was in the safe room with a lady, and she was suffering from PTSD, and she was crying and screaming because her kids were in the mall by themselves, and she was really worried.
2 of the suspects are in custody, but police say they are still searching for 1 more person.
All right, now let's bring in Tim Miller to take a look at our holiday forecast. Tim, I understand it's going to be warm, and hot.
Yeah, warm and hot for December standards for sure. And we're going to keep it dry for now, y'all. But I do see some rain headed our way. We could certainly use some, but that won't be towards the end of the week and towards New Year's Day. Wait till you see the forecast for Santa. It is coming up next.